last Saturday night. Full Penrith team readout: Levy, Glover, Dan, Izzard, Houghton, Hay, Foster, Jennings, Platts, Martin, Broman, Simmons and Jones. Coached by this man, Johnny Peard. 19 wins, 27 losses, a 41% success rate in his coaching career with both Parramatta and Penrith. And so Gary Hughes takes the Bulldogs out, without, of course, the elusive Steve Mortimer. A huge blow to their chances, particularly here at Penrith Park, which has proven quite a bogey for a lot of sides, but in particular Canterbury. Brentnell, Anderson, Armstrong, Chris Mortimer, Andrew Farrer. Gary Hughes is the captain. Davies is the half replacement. Mark Hughes, Folkes, Gould, Batiri, English and Coveney. Ted Glossop, school teacher with a fine coaching record. Man in charge, John Ghost, down by Jennings, and they're going to have to clear it again here off the boot of Brentnell, and there he goes, Brentnell, weaving around the back of a couple of his players, but the defence wasn't obstructed, and that big kick by Brentnell going down, where Kevin Dan is now asked to take it out. Levy goes with him. Dan has come across the halfway mark, and a good run. He's put Henry Foster down the left-hand flank. He's inside 32, infield pass, and there to pick it up is Martin, and Martin is tackled 24 metres out from the Canterbury line. Good run by Kevin Dan initially, through Broman. Hay has put it down. I think that's behind. No, he's ruled a knock on. And so a scrum is going to be put down. The crowd believing that it was knockback. Style forward play there before he picked up Platts, the second forward coming through on the inside. And Platts is tackled on the Canterbury 22. Out to the left it goes now for the hooker, Simmons, to pick up. Izzard coming hard. And Mark Hughes was around the legs, and over the top there was John Coveney. Simmons works it out to Foster. Foster was looking for an opening, picked up Houghton, and Houghton is nicely wrapped up by Andrew Farrer with a bootlace tackle. But play is still only 18 metres out from the Canterbury line as Mark Levy puts it onto the left foot. A high bomb going over towards Armstrong's flank. He's dropped it there. Here comes a try. Yes! That's Stevie Martin. Martin has scored for Penrith. Canterbury asked to defend for the opening 10 minutes of this game, and eventually there's Roy Simmons, who a lot of people thought was very close to being on that flight to England and France with the successful Kangaroos. Jones turning around the corner for Foster. Can he pick up a runner? Yes, he's picked up a flanker. Dan's inside the 32, but Davies has got him over there. Good tackle by the little halfback. Penrith now on their last. It's come through Hay to Foster. Now with Broman off the right foot. A little chip over the top for Brentnell. And the fullback is there to come outside his 22. Made a 10-metre run before being tackled by the kicker. Big kick by Mark Levy. A big gain. He's found it only 15 metres away from the Canterbury line. Penrith on the attack. 15 out from the line. Here comes some more pressure for Canterbury. Simmons battering it ahead. And he's tackled 9 metres out from the line. Martin's gone into dummy half, always dangerous from this position. Here he goes across, he'll come on the run round. No, Broman dummies back, tries to pick him up. He's picked up Jones. Jones gets it back to Hay. Hay is across the line. I think he's got it down, yes. Jeff Hay has scored for Penrith. Canterbury completely outplayed by Penrith. From the Penrith line. So Canterbury, I might be wrong, but I think this is the first time they've actually had the ball themselves in Penrith territory.
And they've been impressive with the ball, Penrith, too, but now's their turn to defend, and let's see how well they do it.
It's out to Gary Hughes, and now Chris Mortimer has got rid of one, got rid of two, stands in a third, picks up Davies, he picks up Farrer, he juggles it, did he get it down? Referee Gosha said yes. Well, that's going to look like really something. But it probably typified the frustration that's starting to creep into Canterbury. Gary Hughes calling players around him. Davies has put it down. Foster's got it for Penrith. And Foster's around a player. He's been taken by Mark Hughes and hit over the top very heavily there by Chris Mortimer. Played by the Penrith halfback on the Canterbury 22. Out to Houghton. He turns it around behind Platts. Out to Hay. It's gone on to Jones. He cuts out Izzard. Picks up a hooker standing out there. Yes, indeed. Roy Simmons was the second last man to handle before Kevin Dan is grasped 26 metres out from the line. Up goes Jones. He reaches the 22 before being halted there by Coveney. hunting in combination with English. This is Simmons across the ground, picking up the second runner. It was Izzard, and Izzard is tackled inside the quarter-way line. Penrith leading Canterbury by 12 points to 6. You're watching the Rank Arena big game as it's turned inside from Simmons, given to Platts. Platts is able to get rid of the player up the top and gets it to Martin. Off it goes to Hay. It's now with Houghton. Houghton's got 2 to beat. Oh, he stepped inside what could have been a high tackle from Brentnall. Gosha has spoken to Brentnall and is going to penalise him. Well, there's John Farragher, the young man who was so tragically injured down at Henson Park a few years back now, still able to smile. And what a champion young man he's turned out to be. Longer than that to get them home against Canterbury. Here's what he had to say, Daryl Broman.
So Canterbury obviously a more compact outfit than Canberra, and you know, we're not intending to give any start today, so we'll be out there trying to get to the front and hold on, especially in the heat.
So it's with Canterbury as it's gone out along the line from Gary Hughes to Greg Brentnall. Brentnall stands. He'll pop it back to Gary Hughes, who's running with it now. He swings it across back to Phil Gould. He calls Armstrong inside. He stands, pops a pass down for Taz Batiri. Gets a pass around the corner for Armstrong. He's wrong-footed, 2 of them, and he's under the uprights. Yes, that's a good try by Canterbury. Try scorer, Tony Armstrong. 10 metres short of the halfway mark now with Mark Hughes in at dummy half. Davies is to the left. That's him now. And he sees an opening. He darts through it. He's made good ground. He's looking for support. They're on the inside. Gary Hughes in possession. He's got a grub ahead. Chris Anderson chases with Kevin Dan. The test winger leads the race. And I think he's got a hand to it. I think it's a try. Scored by Chris Anderson. What brilliant thinking by Gary Hughes, though. Early on, I was thinking to myself, well, this is the big day for the Panthers. As Gould turns it inside and Brentnall kicks ahead neatly and he leads the race for it. He keeps it on the boot, Brentnall. Now he's got Davies coming up with him, and that must be really hurting those players. A long run like that in pursuit of the toe through. Very tired as they wear on towards their well-earned half-time break, but that must have felt like a 4-mile run. In fact, it was a 40-metre run required for Brentnall, and I noticed Tony Davies couldn't overhaul his fullback in the chase for that ball. Penrith back in possession, however, as Glover plays it. Pass by Platts to Broman, now to Jones. Jones takes it up, finds Foster. Foster beautifully tackled by Pat English. And 10 metres, the Penrith side of halfway. Martin, chip kick across the top. Oh, beautifully picked up by Martin and then tackled by Brentnall. 10 metres on the Canterbury side of the halfway. This is the last for Penrith. It's out to Foster, on to Broman. Broman to Houghton, got one around the throat area. And Gosha, I think, will be obliged to call out. Well, I think he's got the wrong player because minor grades here today, both won by the Penrith club. And here's Foster to the open side. Gary Hughes has got in. Hay has got the ball, though. He was able to shrug off a tackle and has held about 5 metres out from the Canterbury line.
Canterbury stretched out wide.
60 seconds to go before the break as Martin looks for his second try. He's a metre out and playing it back to Jeff Hay. Hay swinging it to the left over the shoulder of Foster. Foster going ahead almost in slow motion and has pulled down about 7 metres from the Canterbury line. Canterbury by 2 points coming up to the break. Simmons out to Platts. Platts across ground to Izzard. Izzard around the corner, got his pass to Houghton, and Penrith. Penrith are in the score and will go to the break enjoying at least a 2-point lead. Side of the halfway mark. Played there by Phil Gould and across to Gary Hughes and then swept out to Chris Anderson coming across from his wing to make the extra man and make a bust. He's gone 15 into Penrith territory, not held. Davies is with him. Anderson, though, is taken by the cover and the ball has been lost. And referee Gosha is going to... last tackle coming up for the Bulldogs. They're going to have to do something with it here as it goes back for Gary Hughes. He puts the kick looking for Greg Brentnall. Brentnall's going through. Brentnall will go up with them. He's above them. Oh, magnificent try by Greg Brentnall. Right above the back. Oh, Jesaligo, he took it. But Brentnall has come down with the ball for Canterbury. Houghton didn't get much room to work in. Let me tell you, a couple of Canterbury players could have almost been fined for loitering. They really made their presence felt for the Canterbury, the Penrith follower. Houghton to go through in pursuit of the bomb. Here's Anderson making a break. Oh, Big Smith has almost caught him. He's come to Levy. Got a pass away for Davies. They've gone 50 metres, now 60 metres. Now, here's Armstrong. He's not held. Got a pass to Mark Hughes. He's inside the 22. The entertainer's in full cry. Gary Hughes. Gary Hughes is now held by Kevin Dan. Held about 30 metres out from the Penrith line. A tremendous run by Canterbury. The crowd believe. All players very tired. Broman, Penrith in a clump. Foster through a gap. Levy, he won't have the pace. Knocked down by Canterbury. It's play on. That's Graham Jennings. Can he find Levy again? Yes, there he is. Can he find this man Unane? Yes, Unane. He's off. He may fix the match. Yes, Unane is in. Paul Unane has scored for Penrith to go to the lead. Penrith leading by 4. Davies, Gary Hughes, a cross is on, and they hit it out wide, and casting a shoe out there was Chris Mortimer. As it goes again to the left, they're wrapping it, now switching it. Davies giving it inside for Pittman. Oh, beautiful piece of football by Canterbury. Pat English with the line just 2 metres away. There was a great pass in there from Jimmy Lease going to ground. That's Lease with the ball now. Across it goes for Davies. Davies has taken to ground. They've got to do something. Probably the Gary Hughes, Greg Brentnell combination again. There goes the kick by Gary Hughes. Brentnell's going up. He's above them, but it's gone to ground. And it's lying there. Canterbury's Davies has gone in. But referee Gosha is ordering him, I believe, to play the ball. Canterbury and he's given 6 more tackles to Canterbury. Ross Conlon has gone on for the Bulldogs. Conlon is on in 28 as Batiri throws the big dummy and tries to go himself. That's 1 tackle gone for Canterbury. Seconds remaining in the match. Gary Hughes, the grub kick ahead, and yes! The grub kick has come off for Peter Mortimer. Peter Mortimer, the try scorer. Gary Hughes, the grub kick, is to beat them, but he's tackled inside his 22-way line. The ball played, and it's gone across for Houghton now to come back through the centre. He's playing in jumper number 8 now. Houghton, he was the one that went to the sideline to get a fresh jumper. Steve Martin chips over the top, regathers. Here comes Unane. Unane will score. Oh, Penrith have pulled it out of the fire. Wow, how incredible is this game of rugby league? Paul Unane has scored his 2nd try, making the transition from Parramatta to Penrith this year. And look at the emotion. And Kevin Dan has sent Penrith to a 34-30 lead. This is the longest last 5 minutes I've sat through. So Gary Hughes sends it down, and he's found touch off a Penrith player, so it'll be a Canterbury loose head, a Canterbury feed. But referee Gosha acknowledges the siren, and the Panthers